Good afternoon. This is Jen Kitzmiller with the National Weather Service in Missoula, and I'm going to be giving you an updated fire weather briefing to address some concerns we have with a dry cold front that will be moving through the northern Rockies tomorrow, Tuesday, August 2nd. And so to start things off, I wanted to show you a water vapor loop and point out this large area of low pressure that's currently sitting along the Pacific Northwest coastline. And you'll notice by the gray and brown orange colors here that there's quite a bit of dry air associated with this weather system. And so as it moves through the area tomorrow, Tuesday, it'll be bringing a very dry cold front through the area that's going to have some impacts regarding winds and RHs. And so just to give you a little idea of how the cold front might progress through the area, this image is showing relative humidities, or how dry the lower levels of the atmosphere are. And the yellow lines are pressure gradients, so it's indicating where the front is. And keep in mind, the closer together those yellow lines are, the stronger the potential winds will be. And so this is starting about mid-morning, and you'll see it looks like the front's roughly moving through north central Idaho. And then as we go into early, kind of midday, noon time frame, it's just starting to make it to northwest Montana. By mid-afternoon, it's starting to push its way into west central Montana. And by tomorrow afternoon and evening, it'll be making its way into southwest Montana. And so I show you this just to give you a rough idea of the progression of the front. Don't get too hung up on the exact timing, as critical fire weather conditions will likely occur both ahead of and behind the front. And so with that, here's a couple images showing what we're expecting for humidities and for wind gusts as this front moves through the area. The left graphic is showing our forecasted lowest relative humidities, and the right graphic is showing our highest wind gusts that we're expecting. And so with this cold front, we're going to be seeing relative humidities down into the low teens, possibly even some single digits across far southwest Montana. And at the same time as that cold front goes through, we're going to be seeing wind gust potential in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range. And in fact, some areas could even see gusts closer to 50 miles per hour. For instance, near ridge tops or any sort of canyons that like to really channel the wind, you could see some higher gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. So the most critical areas as far as the winds and the RHs go are circled here in the black lines. However, across northwest Montana, while it's not quite as critical, it is still going to be breezy and dry. So most areas need to be preparing for this cold front and how potentially critical fire weather conditions. Another factor that's going to come into play is the Haines Index. We are looking at high Haines of 5 up to even a 6 across a lot of southwest Montana. So this is meaning that we're going to have those really unstable, really dry conditions. So on top of the cold front, we're going to have this dry, unstable atmosphere that could really help increase that fire activity through the day. So with that in mind, we did go ahead and issue a red flag warning for Tuesday afternoon and evening. Again, this is for that dry cold front passage. You'll see the areas highlighted here where we've issued. For those of you further north in the Flathead and Kootenai National Forest, keep in mind we are still going to be seeing the wind and some low relative humidities up in that neck of the woods. The values just don't seem quite as critical as those further to your south. Another thing to keep in mind, this recording was done on the afternoon of Monday, August 1st. So please check in for further updates as this information may become outdated quite quickly. Thanks for listening. Our next scheduled briefing will be on Thursday, August 4th. In the meantime, you're always welcome to give us a call anytime here at the Weather Service in Missoula, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thank you.